Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm finally back. I've had a lot of things going on. I've been so busy, so uh, I haven't like uploaded video for probably a good month now. I had so many stuff going on, but I'm finally back. And if you guys see this video, it'll be more of like way back when I think it was Legendology, or that event. You know, it was way back during that time, and I've been playing, but I have not uploaded any video because I've been so busy. So this is still my going second Cyber Dragon deck. Nothing much has changed. Majority of the things or cards are still the same, and I'll go show you guys some replays that I have, and let me know what you guys think. All right, let's go and check it out. See how it does. This duel is against Vanquished Souls, K9 Vanquished Souls. So here in my hand, I open one starter, not very good. Now I know it has an Ash. I decided to go ahead and just Fualos anyways, force him to use that Ash, so later I could use my emergency and hope he doesn't have a second one. So I decided to just go ahead and use Fualos. I know I was going to trigger his K9s and cards, but I had Droplet, so I wasn't too worried about it. Then he does usual K9, Vanquish Souls play, Day Ripper, and Lantern. Set that exports release. Now, if it was in the TCG, this Black Goat Laughs right here would have been evenly matched, or a Lightning Storm. So, I mean, I would have been in a better shape that way. But it's Master Duel, so we only have, it's a one game thing. So that's why it's Black Goat's Laugh for now. So for here, unfortunately, he has a second Ash, so I was not able to search for core. So I had to play this way where I set Hurts. He didn't do anything. Contact Fuse into Mega Fleet, and he used his Sue. Yeah, summon it. I decided to go Battle Phase to force out that X-Force, but he didn't. And then now I decided to go Carnot, go into SP, and then use SP to target that X-Force to force it out. And then now he's going to use the X-Force, and whichever one he targets, I would just banish. Which he targets Hound, so I banish Hound. Yeah, and he summons the other Azuna, which is fine. So this game, we should have lost this game. We won this game, but we did not deserve it. Like he just made one mistake of not changing this girl to attack position. That was it. If he had that girl in attack position, it would have been game. And he used that Nash Knight. And I decided to use the trap, chain Droplet. Now this I call Sue because I know he had one in his hand, and I didn't want him to summon and try to go for rank 5s again. But I guess I should have called the other Nash one, which I think that would have been a better choice. But I think either way, if he played it properly, I would have lost this round anyways. But lucky for me, he only made one minor mistake. Yeah, he literally just needed to summon another Vanquished Soul swing, but he didn't. Or like I said, change this girl right here to attack position. That's all he had to do. Because he left me with 400. I don't know if he thought that I couldn't come back from him or what, but my top deck was pretty good too. Yeah, which is starter emergency. Use Black Goat. Call Sue again to force him to use it. Chain SP for that guy. I didn't want him to bounce or destroy a monster in that column, just in case. Yeah, and then I think that was game on from there because now my starter came out. I go for core, and then he uses rescue ace, but it didn't make much of a impact. Search for realm. He drew 2, discard 1. I think he was trying to get to more of his hand traps, but unfortunately he was not able to. Go into Chimera. Clockwork Knight, chain 1, chain 2. I normally chain Worm and then go to Clockwork Knight, but in a situation like this, I needed a Clockwork Knight more than Worm in the graveyard, so that's why I chained it this way. Now, I think another mistake on his part was after he go into this guy. Yeah, after he go into Vylon, as soon as everything resolved, I think he should have booked the Moon Core. Because if he booked the Moon Core, he would have forced me to go ahead and use Worm, or I would have to force to use Clockwork Knight's effect, summon Worm or Hertz to tribute my core. Then I will not have his effect to special Chimera to discard at Power Bond. But yeah, after resolution, he decided not to book a Moon it, and I just contact fused that right away. Worm at emergency. Now I use Clockwork Knight at Chimera. Yep, use Chimera at Power Bond. Go for Rampage. Yep. And this second duel is against Luna Lights. I think he opened very bad because normally I struggle a lot against Luna Lights, but I think, like I said, I think he opened pretty bad. Yeah, when go Leo, I did not do Flawless yet. I wanted to make sure there's something I could benefit off of it. So whenever he used Silver, I decided to go ahead and use Flawless here because I know for sure I'll get 1+ out of it. Unless he had Ash. But lucky for me, he didn't. And I think Flawless was enough to not make him extend, because I think his hand wasn't that good either. So that's why I think he decided to stop at that. And sadly for me, I didn't have any starters, but I have enough to go into Nova, into Infinity. Now, I think a smarter play here that I could have done was whenever I summon Cyber Dragon and I summon Displaster, I think I should have Synchro into Chaos Angel and use Chaos Angel to banish this spell card, and then use Yurmunder to go into my Infinity play that way, because let's see, if I did Chaos Angel, I use Yurmunder, bring out Cyber Dragon, XYZ to Nova, I will have Cyber Dragon from the synchro in the graveyard already, I could detach, summon Cyber Dragon, and then go into Infinity, Infinity Absorb, Cyber Dragon will attack this defense position one, or I could just banish it, and that would have, let me see, what is it? Chaos Angel, what, 35? Yeah, 35 plus 27. Well, it would be 200 less. It would be 25 because I used the material. 21, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It would have been close. It would have been either game or close to game. But we all learn from our mistakes. And then he decided to use YuGiOh to summon Silverhound. Use Silverhound's effect. My call by came in clutch. And then when he used heavy polymerization right here, I think I should have used Zeus's effect to send at least the one on the field, so it'll force him to fuse all the ones in his hands if he had any. But if you guys watch, it wouldn't have mattered anyways. He had Droplet in his hands, so yeah. So at this one, I'm like, what, Zeus gonna die anyways. I might as well use it to detach and wipe that back row. But yeah, he did have Droplet, so even if I did Zeus earlier, it would not matter. And then here, when I Lightning Storm, he used Silverhounds. I don't know why he was trying to protect this card. Let me see. If you finish summon, yeah. Okay, yeah. So I do not know why it's cause activated. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why he was trying to protect this card so bad. But yeah, his Hound already got a call by ready. So when he used it, it was already resolved negated. And then I think he made a misplay here. I summoned Cyber Dragon, and he already shotgun Luna Liger Dancer's effect already. If he had waited, I think the outcome might have been different. Yeah, and then now I just go off, cause now Nova could actually walk over Luna now, cause he could just banish an OG Cyber Dragon or banish Core, and it would become 42, which is more than enough to wipe out that Luna. So now I'm doing my usual play, Clockwork Knight and everything. Hurts add OG back to hand. Chimera, use Chimera, add Power Bond. Use those two, go into Rampage. Rampage would dump Carnot just to get an extra body on board. Link those two into Zager. And then finally use Nova to go into Infinity for negation, even though we don't need it. Yeah, and then use Zager to boost Rampage, and that's game. And then the second duel here is against Punks. I think he had Casheras too. It's like Cashera Punk, I think. Yeah. He had Cashera Punks. So here, Unicorn. I feel like Unicorn is pretty annoying. Uh, Most of the time, whenever they do this, if I was playing if you guys follow my videos, Azuki, the one he plays Cyber Dragon very well. You guys should check him out. But if I was to play his deck, where he has only one Infinity and one Nova, luckily for me, I had double of that. You know, I had two Infinities, two Novas, so I did not mind trolling him. If I droll and he ended up banishing my other ones, it's fine because I feel like my playstyle I tend to go into Infinity and Nova more, so that's why I decided to go ahead and droll here. Even though he was going to hit my extra deck, it will at least, I know for sure it will at least slow him down. So he banished Rampage, not a bad choice on his part. But with Droll resolving, he could only do so much. And I had Droplet in hand, so. Oh yeah, I went to Baron. Yeah. I play the TCG so much, I keep forgetting all about Baron. Because as of right now, currently, Baron is banned in the TCG. So I always forget about her. So for this play, I decided to go to Nova. I thought about going for Chaos Angel, but then I was like, you know what? I think I could game him this turn, so that's why I decided to go for Infinity and Negation instead, which I think was a pretty good call on my part. He goes, try to pop my Infinity, use Infinity to negate, and yeah, he used Baron, which my Droplet came through. Yep, now I'm doing my usual play, no interruptions. Going to round going to Chimera, summon Chimera, link Chimera off for Clockwork Knight. And if he didn't scoop, I was planning to go for Cyber Twin Dragon to finish him off anyways. And this last duel was against Fiendsmith, Mitsurugi, yeah, or Mitsurugi Fiendsmith, however you guys want to pronounce it. So I had two hand traps to Biru and Droll, just one starter core. So against Fiendsmith, I really like my Clockwork Knight. I think it really came through for me in this duel. And Droll was enough to stop him there. So Overflow, not too bad too. Now, I summoned Core and he ashed me. And sadly, that was it. I could have, if I really wanted to, I could have just linked him off into Clockwork Knight. And it would give me Repair Plant live. Use Repair Plant, try to extend a little bit from there. But then, at this time, all I know is that, hey, he runs Fiendsmith in there. So I figure just Clockwork Knight and Overflow might just be enough to stop him. And especially since I got Nibiru too, I figure it'll be okay. And then here, I went ahead and go to battle phase and attack first. Instead of activating Clockwork Knight and then attack, I would hate it if he had evenly match, and that would put me in a tight spot. Because now I have to choose either Core or my Clockwork Knight. So that's why I decided to attack this first, set my Overflow and my Clockwork Knight so my Overflow would be live. And let's say if he did actually have evenly match, at least he would have wasted his battle phase. Yeah. And then I think he was trying to go for his Fiendsmith play, but then he realized that he couldn't because of my Clockwork Knight. So he decided to go for his Mitsurugi. Yeah. And then I don't know if my Clockwork Knight affected him or not, but this guy's no longer a reptile, so he couldn't tribute it. So he had to tribute the ones from his hand or deck. So I don't know if Clockwork Knight played a role in that or not. So I wasn't sure what he was going for, and then okay, that's when I realized, okay, he's going for this guy. And then I figured that now's the right time to Nibiru, because I know he was trying to bounce my Clockwork Knight back, so he could either get his Fiendsmith to go off, or maybe Clockwork Knight was really making things a lot harder for him to play his Mitsurugi. So I figured now's the best time to Nibiru, because he doesn't have any monster, like the ritual, the Mitsurugi ones where they tribute the effect goes off. Since he doesn't have any, I figured it's the right time to Nibiru, so that's what I did. So I went ahead, searched for another core. And luckily my overflow came through for me. Use that to banish my core to pop the token so I don't have to deal with it. Yeah, and then he just scoops. So yeah guys, that's all my videos that I have for you guys. Yeah, I think instead of doing 5 duels every video from now, I might just cut it to 4. I'm trying to make my video stay like under, like maybe 20 or 25 minutes. I realize most of the time whenever I do like 5 dual videos, it always goes over 20, and I don't want to make you guys just sit through like 30 minutes of my video. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. I still like my going second Cyber Dragon, even though I see a lot of issues with it. Sometimes not opening with starters, it does make things a whole lot harder. But once you actually do open very good, going second is pretty good. So yeah, uh, please like, subscribe, and let me know what you guys think. All right, drop signing out. Peace.